everybody, and happy Good Friday. Today, I'm going to just show some models off. I've got a couple of guests with us today. So I've got my dad, Geordie Dave.
Evening, everybody. Welcome to Danno's Universe. Be a cracking show, so enjoy.
And I've got Modz.
Yep, good evening, everybody. Happy Good Friday. Hope you're enjoying the bank holiday. And yeah, should be a good show tonight.
Doing a show tonight as Horlix is on holiday and there's a spare slot, and I said I was going to show me models off. And I won't be doing a show on Sunday as it's my brother's birthday. So we're going to do something for that. So yeah.
All right, do you want me to take the chat up?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start off with the good wife, Gillian Milne. Evening, Danno, Dave, Mark, and everyone in the chat. Evening, love.
Amen.
Evening.
And we'll have Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, everyone.
Hi, love.
Hi, Julie. DS Models and Vintage. Hi, Danno and everyone. Good luck with your show. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, Danno and everyone. Good luck with... No, that's freaking... Didn't click, man. Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, Gillian Milne and DS Models and Vintage. D. Harris. Evening, Danno. And two and all in the chat.
Hi, Dee.
I've got to get used to his shorthand.
Took me a while.
Evening, D. Harris. Gillian Milne. Hi, Yorkshire Crafter. D. Harris, Yorkshire Crafter. Good evening. Warren James. Hi, all.
Hey, Warren. Sitting behind me, Dad.
Hi, Warren.
Come on, click it. Dave, Mark, good evening to all in the chat. Good luck with your build tonight, Danno.
Hi, Dave, Mark.
D. Harris. And a good evening, Geordie Dave and Mark Modz. Hi, D. I'll have to get chat up to now.
Right. Well, I swing my camera around.
Well, I hope you don't, because if you swing your camera around, you're going to break it.
Right, so I've got it.
You got something light to put on that.
Yeah. That better?
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of pictures to show you first. Now, these pictures, okay, of like one of my favorite programs, and like, okay, so you know what that one's from? It's obviously all the Simpsons characters dressed up as other characters from it.
Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, that is a Doctor Who. These are actually limited edition, so that one there is 250 out of 500. This one here, 486 out of 500. You got that one there, which is James Bond. This one is 368 out of 500. Stargate. This one is 357 out of 500. And Star Trek Voyager. All the Simpsons characters. Had these for ages.
So, they look good, Danno.
Good.
So now I'm going to show you the ships, and I'm going to tell you. Mark's going to tell you a bit about them, what I've got. So this is like the first ship which I got. It lights up. I picked up this thing from W.H. Smith actually, and I got a little information book with it.
So, do you want me to do the introduction?
Yeah.
So, one of the most iconic spaceships in pop culture in both name and look, the USS Enterprise first soared across television screens in the pilot episode of the original Star Trek series in 1966. The ship became instantly recognizable for its unique design, a saucer-shaped hull with engine nacelles mounted on twin pylons. The Enterprise and its main interior sets were designed by aviator and set illustrator Matt Jeffries for the show's creator. Gene Roddenberry Jeffries used his experience with the military to make the ship look as functional as possible. Jeffries is also credited with giving the Enterprise its unique registry number, NCC 1701.
So that was like received from the original. And then we'll move on to next generation. This is the ship that I'm building. So this one, obviously a smaller version of it. Yeah. That's what that looks like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Right, do you want to do this Word document, Danno?
Yeah.
All right, so the Enterprise D. The USS Enterprise NCC 1701D was a Galaxy-class starship and the flagship of Starfleet, the fifth starship to be named Enterprise. She was commanded by Captain Jean-Luc Picard. With a total of 42 decks, the Enterprise D was twice the length and had 8 times the interior space of the Constitution-class ships of over a century earlier. She carried a combined crew and passenger load of 1,012. Defensive systems included 10 phaser banks, 250 photon torpedoes, and a high-capacity shield grid. There are some 4,000 power systems in all aboard the ship. Full acceleration time from reverse sublight impulse through nominal top warp speed, warp 9, was 0.03 milliseconds. The ship achieved maximum speed of warp 0.5, maximum when pursued by the entity known as Q. At warp 9.3, its engines had passed the red line. By stardate 43205, she had already logged tens of thousands of light years since setting out around stardate 41153.7 after Jean-Luc Picard formally became her ship first captain on stardate 41124. On an average day aboard the ship, according to Lieutenant Commander data, including 4 birthdays, 2 personnel transfers, 2 chess tournaments, a secondary school play, 4 promotions, the celebration of the Hindu Festival of Lights, and the birth and wedding, some 13 planets were represented among the ship's complete complement of stardate 44247. Included during the Borg incursion of 2366, decks 23 to 25 were sliced open by the enemy during the final battle over Earth and requiring a refit at Earth Station McKinley, which lasted 5 to 6 weeks. It was far less damaged than the kamikaze warp-driven collision Commander Riker had redied as one of the last recourse. However, during the refit, the starship received a phaser upgrade as well as a damage repair and dilithium chamber alteration frame. Right. It offloaded the original 3 runabouts and the first arriving officers at Deep Space Nine. The USS Enterprise D was destroyed in 2371 after an attack by renegade Klingons breached her warp core. Although the saucer section separated before the breach, the force of the explosion caused the section to crash on the planet Viridian 3. Fortunately, losses were minimal. And then it says, what does the NCC on the Enterprise mean? And it is Naval Construction Contract. Okay. NCC is the Starfleet abbreviation for Naval Construction Contract, comparable to what the US Navy would call a hull number. Jeffries rejected 3, 6, 8, and 9 as too easily confused on the screen. He eventually reasoned the Enterprise was the first vessel on Starfleet's 17 Starship design, hence 1701. Right, that's finished.
Do you
I
want
don't know how I did that.
to get that chat while I get the next one?
Yeah, okay. Dave Mack, evening, Gillian Moon, Yorkshire Crafter, and DS Morrison Vintage, Andy Harris. Gillian Moon, evening, Dave Mack Builds. D. Harris, evening, Dave Mack Builds. Dave Mack, I've ordered the 1/200 scale USS Missouri. I'm really looking forward to doing that build. Oh, that sounds nice.
Ooh, nice.
And that's your chat up to date.
So I got some models from Eaglemoss. So this is, I got they're coming like a 2-pack. This is one of them. Not in all, I haven't put them in order. I'll just put them in the order that I like them on display. So this is one of the shuttles. And obviously you get this with it as well. And to put that to one side and to show you this. So that's what the shuttle looks like.
Is that the Hawking?
Yeah.
Right.
And
is that the shuttle that would be on Picard's?
The Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get this book. So comes with those little details. All the ones I'm going to show you come with the books. So there.
And a bit quick, slow down.
All right. So yeah, some like artwork there, tells you a bit about it, and obviously it's advertised that you can get more ships.
Right. So this one the length was 9.1 meters. It was assigned to the US Enterprise D. It was first seen in Generations. Last seen in Generation, and it was designed by Nilo Rodis and Andy Neskame. Go to the next bit. Oh gosh. Okay. Type 6 shuttlecraft. The Type 6 Hawking shuttle was in service to the US Enterprise D during its final active mission. The Starfleet Type 6 shuttlecraft, which was in operation in the late 24th century, was a large Galileo type shuttle. Towards the end of its operational life in 2371, the USS Enterprise NCC 1701D complement of shuttlecraft, including a Type 6 with the name Hawking. Hull signage designated this as a shuttlecraft 15. This was the second of the Enterprise's shuttles to be named after Professor Stephen Hawking, 1942 to 2018. The renowned 20th century human theatrical physicist and author of the best-selling book A Brief History of Time. In 2371, Captain Jean-Luc Picard fought Dr. Soren on Viridian 3 in an attempt to prevent him diverting the course of the Nexus temporal energy ribbon, which would cause a great loss of life. Ultimately successful in defeating Soren, but at the expense of the life of Captain James T. Kirk. Picard was stranded without transport on the surface of the planet. Lieutenant Commander LaForge and Worf were dispatched aboard the Hawking to recover their captain and conveyed him to another part of the planet where the Enterprise detached saucer section had crash landed. Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't drop them.
No, I'm not dropping. It's the base. Put that over there. So. The next shuttle. Same again, we'll get one of these little cards. So we'd like to get like maybe the box in, put some lights behind them, and this is the next shuttle. So same again, comes with these little stands.
Is that the 9A one?
Yeah.
Right. So the 9A one was 10.5 meters. Crew, it could hold 3. Assigned again to the US Enterprise D. Active in the 24th century. Designed by Rick Sternbach and Michael Okuda. Okay. Right. Let me get to the information. Right, there we go. The Type 9A cargo shuttle was a little seen auxiliary craft that formed part of the Enterprise D shuttle complement. The Type 9A cargo shuttle was operational in the 24th century and was typically part of the complement of shuttlecraft assigned to a large starship such as the Galaxy class. The Type 9A was 10.5 meters long, 4.2 meters wide, and had a height of 3.6 meters. The unnamed standard version of the 9A was powered by 250 crane warp engines and could maintain a cruising speed of warp 2 for 36 hours. The shuttle was manned by 2 flight crew plus a cargo specialist and was capable of carrying a payload of up to 6.6 metric tons. The cargo space could also be adapted to convey passengers if required. An updated version of the 9A had more powerful warp engines and capable of increased cruising speed of warp 2.2 for 32 hours. It could also carry an increased payload of 8.9 metric tons and came equipped with 2 Type V phaser emitters for special operations.
Let's see, and this is the book. So again, all that information that you just read out. Some nice pictures there. The card. All the information. So it's a nice little book that you will get with these.
Okay.
And then this one.
Another shuttle.
Another little shuttle, yep. So that's all the detail that's on it.
And that is a Type 7 shuttlecraft.
Yep.
Okay, so this length was 8.5 meters. Crew 2 standard, assigned to the US Enterprise D as well. First seen in coming of age, last seen in generation, and was designed by Andrew Probert. And, oh gosh. Type 7 shuttles were frequently used by the US Enterprise D. The Type 7 personal shuttlecraft was developed during the 24th century, built as a Ultima Plantia fleet yards on Mars. It was typically part of the shuttlecraft inventory found aboard Galaxy Excelsior and Nebula class starships. The Type 7 was designed for a number of mission parameters, including reconnaissance and scientific surveys. It was capable of entering a planet's atmosphere when transporters were inactive, and was often assigned to perform a planetary survey and search operations. The Type 7 were used mainly for short or medium range journeys and were outfitted with 3 different engine specifications. They were all equipped with impulse engines located at the rear of the vessel in the standard configuration. They were fitted with twin 1.25 millicrane warp engines, which could maintain a warp speed of 1.75 for 48 hours. Some shuttles were upgraded with 2 two 100 millicarine warp engines that could achieve warp 2 for 36 hours. For operational reasons, a small type of 7s were not warp capable, relying on impulse power alone. The Type 7 were not designed to engage with hostile forces. As a result, they were normally carried on weapon load out, although the special operations they could. There we go. Oops.
Yep. Just the base fell off. Like again, get something. Oh, we can tell you a bit about it there. These pictures of it, close-up pictures, the blueprint, and then more information there. Well, the design of it. And obviously, on all of them, I've got to sell you more of them.
Okay.
And the last one, I'll just go get it. So this is what this one looks like.
So this is the Captain's Yacht Calypso.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is active in the 21st century. Length 18 meters, height 8 meters, propulsion impulse assigned to the Enterprise D, and this was designed by Adam Probert and Rick Sternbach. Oh, right. Okay, so the Captain's Yacht. The Captain's Yacht of the USS Enterprise D was located at the center of the ventral hull and was of the primary saucer named Calypso for the ship of the 20th century oceanographic researcher Jacques Cousteau, 1910 till 1997. This vessel was a multi-function sub-warp craft. As standard on a Starfleet vessels, the Captain's Yacht was utilised at the captain's discretion in missions of a diplomatic nature on Galaxy-class starships. The Captain's Yacht was void in configuration with the dimensions of 18 times 10 times 8 meters. Standard crew complement afforded 2 officers plus a single service representative attending the needs of the diplomatic guests. Aside from the compact bridge and engineering sections, internal accommodation comprised 2 staterooms, crew bunks, and a galley. On a modern starship equipped with transporters and large complement of auxiliary shuttlecraft, the role of the Calypso was largely ceremonial. It honoured the traditions of maritime heritage dating back to centuries in Earth's history. There we go.
And once again, that's all the information there. Just read. Pictures there, close-ups, the blueprint, same again from designs. Different the history by the looks of it. Look at this upside. Yeah.
History of the Captain's Yacht.
And there we go. And then we'll advert again. Yeah, there's a few. You can get a few more.
So the Enterprise D is at the top saucer.
The Enterprise D is the one that I am building.
Yeah, there's that top is the Captain's Yacht. That little bit that sits on the top, or that's the bit it carries.
Right. You mean this bit here?
Yeah.
This is the bridge. This bit here is the bridge. So the Captain's Yacht will be where in the loading bay type thing. And like the shuttle bays.
What I don't get in Generations, it would have been quicker to evacuate the ship than it was to separate the saucer section.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just evacuate the ship? You know, and just say, right, we've got to go. Makes no sense.
Okay, I'll go through the chat. Yorkshire Crafter, evening, Dave Builds. D. Harris, Dave Mac, enjoy the Missouri, nice model. Dave back, thanks Dave, I'm sure I will. D. Harris, very nice collection, Danno.
Thank you.
Julian, good show.
Thank you.
Dave Mac, got a great collection there, Danno.
Thank you.
And that's the chat up to date.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So is that the end of the show?
Yeah. So what's your favourite ships?
Mine's the First Enterprise.
Are we talking Star Trek here, or are we talking just in general?
Star Trek.
No, I never go for general as well.
Millennium Falcon.
You're good at what or Star Trek?
Star Trek. I'd say Voyager.
Yeah.
I didn't realise when you were reading it out that what was it? Something about Picard and Captain Kirk were on a thing, and Captain Kirk was killed.
Yeah, Generations.
Oh, didn't realise that.
I've not seen it.
I thought he just retired. Didn't realise.
No, the story goes that they went on to a new refitted Enterprise with the old crew, and they got obviously caught in the Nexus, which kills you in the present time, but inside the Nexus, you're alive and you're doing what the Nexus wants you to do, which is to be happy. So Picard ended up in the Nexus and met up with Kirk. And at the end, they had to take down the person that was trying to destroy a planet in order to move the Nexus. And yeah, Kirk got killed in it. I think. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one for watching the Picard ones. I watched the first ones.
Yeah, you're at the original Star Trek.
So was that done in
movie?
In the movie
yeah.
Generations?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
I'll have to look for that movie then.
I don't. It's in there.
Oh well, I'll have to borrow it.
Yeah. And did you know that actually brought an animated series out? So they went. So you got the original series, then it went to Next Generation, because Next Generation was so popular. They actually went back and actually done 2 series of the original with the original crew as animation to
I've
carry on.
seen an animation of the first series,
And
of the original.
yeah.
And now they're bringing out the new one which is going to be before Kirk.
Yeah.
And it's got the young Spock in and Lieutenant Uhura and that in it.
Well, that's the thing. It used to be dead easy to know the order. So it was the original, Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine. And then they decided to bring more out. But they started going, oh, well, no, we're going to go back to the original and then working out where everything goes in. And I'm in the middle of watching Picard, which is obviously after all of them. I need to watch that. I've got the next episode of that to watch, which is quite good. Do you want to get that little bit there, Dave said?
Dave Mack, the first captain of the first Enterprise was Captain Robert April and then Christopher Pike.
Yeah.
And the lassie Captain Kirk. Well, the new one that they're going to be bringing out is about Christopher Pike.
Yep.
So there's even older Robert April. So, but the new one that's coming out, as I say, Star Trek, as I say, it's Christopher about Pike.
Yeah. So you've got the go on.
DS Modz is a great show, Daniel, and all. Now beam me up, Scotty. What you gonna say?
They also obviously brought out 3 movies: Star Trek, In the Darkness, and Beyond. And they're that's another timeline. So they're actually not part of the original lot. I think it's still fair copyright. I think it's one picture owns the rights to Star Trek, and this other company wanted to do with Star Trek, and they went, "Yeah, you can have the characters, but it's nothing to do with the original timeline." So they can say that they can use Spock and all them, but they just can't have it in the same timeline.
But then you've got another thing of Deep Space Nine starting after the Best of Both Worlds. And then you've got Voyager happening as well. And then boarding that on Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
I wasn't a fan of Deep Space Nine. And I didn't get to watch all of Voyager ones.
I'm in the middle of watching Voyager as well, catching them or not.
Well,
as I say, my sort of Star Treks were the originals. I've watched a couple of the Picard ones, but
Next Generation.
I watched a lot of the
Kirk
ones.
Yeah, I think the original and the Next Generation are like the 2 best ones. Like everybody kind of goes, "Oh, they're the one my favorite ones." Or which Next Generation is my favorite one. But I think that's because there's more adventures in them.
Probably because television got better and special effects got better.
Yeah. And then if you look at the ones that they're doing now and going back, you can tell they're new because of all the special effects and all that. You look at them going, yeah, it's good, but you should have kind of stick to the old kind of the way they've done it, so it kind of fitted in better.
well, you can only do what you can do with technology at the time.
Well, yeah, but if you're going to do...
As I say, just go look at Star Wars.
Yes.
When that first came out. And now the technology... Imagine if Star Wars came out now.
Well, look at the Star Wars.
CGI and all that would be a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, when Star Wars came out, there was nice CGI. Everything had to be models and everything.
Which was better because it's more of a craft.
We've seen it better like that, but the younger generation probably prefer the CGI.
Yeah.
That is?
Yeah.
I'll pick up the rest of this. Well, that's it. It's all done. Chat's up to you.
Well, I'll do my goodbye first. So it's good night from me. Thank you, everybody, tuning in, and Danno sharing his collection with us all. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Dan. Good show. Good little chat about Star Trek.
Yeah.
So catch us again soon on the next show. So bye from me.
You don't want to get that one.
As a one show? No, it's not come up.
Dave just come up. Oh no, it's the one.
I've got that one.
That's good before. Yeah, thank you for everybody for coming along and allowing us to show me my models. Been a good show tonight. So until next day, see you all later. Night.
Bye.
Right.